Reshad Jones admits that he hadn't felt like himself most of the season. The confidence was there, but the elite player wasn't. It has been a long road back from the shoulder injury that limited the Miami Dolphins' starting safety to 6 games last season. But Jones' performance in last Sunday's 16-10 win over the Tennessee Titans proved that the skills which got him a 5-year, $60 million contract extension this offseason are still there. Preview: Dolphins vs Falcons, Sunday, 1 p.m. Jones, who is 4 games into his 7th season as a Dolphin starter, recorded 7 tackles, half a sack, 1 quarterback hit and recovered 2 fumbles, one of which he turned into a 38-yard touchdown. The former University of Georgia standout hopes to double down on his playmaking prowess in his Atlanta homecoming when the Dolphins face the Falcons at 1 p.m. on Sunday inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. "I'm going to have to play like that for our defense to be as good as we can be," said Jones, who has 30 family members and friends attending the game. "My main focus is to remain consistent. I know I'm one of the elite caliber safeties in this league. I have nothing to prove, but what I need to do is stay consistent so I can help this team win." By consistent, Jones means producing game-changing plays, like the 16 interceptions he's pulled down throughout his 8-year career and the 4 touchdowns he's scored as a defender. X and Omar, breaking down the defending NFC champ Atlanta Falcons. Sun Sentinel's Omar Kelly and CBS 12's Matt Lincoln discuss Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan and predict Sunday's outcome against Atlanta. Turnovers, sacks, forced and recovered fumbles are how Jones, whose nickname is G5, judges himself. Jones, who needs 2 sacks to surpass Jeremiah Bell, 11, to become the all-time leader for most sacks in franchise history from a defensive back, realizes Miami's young secondary leans heavily on his instincts and playmaking ability, which often comes from improvisation. And the Dolphins' defense has been putting him in position to thrive. The fact that he's a really good blitzer, and when we pressure him, it's something that he's really made some money on, head coach Adam Gass said. Just having him back there, the intensity, the way that he goes about his business day in and day out, he's a true pro. Just having him on the field makes a big difference. But Miami's secondary needs to tighten up its coverage for Jones and the defense to make more plays. The Dolphins' secondary is allowing quarterbacks to complete 73.3% of passes attempted. Only the Cleveland Browns are allowing a higher percentage, 74.0%, of passes to be completed so far this season. And only 10 teams enter Sunday's games allowing a higher yards per attempt average, 7.3, than the Dolphins, which means Miami's defense must play better in pass coverage if they want to be viewed as one of the NFL's elite defenses. Jones blames the struggles, which have led to opposing quarterbacks producing a 106.1 passer rating, the 4th worst cumulative rating in the NFL, on the need for tighter coverage from the cornerbacks and linebackers. That's the reason rookie cornerback Cordrea Tankersley will start his 3rd game of the season against the Falcons. And Lawrence Timmons' return from his suspension has helped. Here's how the Miami Dolphins can beat the Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium on Sunday. We're letting guys run freely. We have to get our hand on guys and slow them down, stop the timing of their routes, disrupting the quarterback and receivers, said Jones, who is 2nd on the team with 26 tackles. We've got to give our rush a little bit more time to get to the quarterback. If we can get our hands on guys and slow them down, it will give guys like Cameron Wake, Ndamukong Kongsa, Andre Branch and all the guys up front time to get to the quarterback. Miami's secondary will need the help against Matt Ryan, the reigning league MVP who is off to a slow start this season, but proved he's one of the NFL's elite quarterbacks last year by producing a career-high 117.1 passer rating and leading his team to the Super Bowl. Chris Perkins analyzes Sunday's matchup between the Miami Dolphins and Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Chris Perkins: the Falcons possess the NFL's 3rd most productive offense when it comes to yards per game, 388.2. But Ryan, who possesses of 87.5 passer rating, hasn't been as efficient as he was last season as he has thrown the same amount of touchdowns and interceptions. 5. Jones and company are focused on making sure Ryan doesn't start to get hot against the Dolphins.